segment at one point, and then I decided that I didn't have enough time to make it any good.
Well, now it's my segment.
It's your segment.
Worked out beautifully.
Exactly.
Hello, welcome to Awesome Hardware, episode 208. This is a tech live show that we do every single Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here on twitch.tv/awesomehardware. We also stream the show in two halves on our respective YouTube channels. Mine is youtube.com/bitwit. I don't have my own website yet for hosting videos. That'd be cool though. And then the first half of today's show is streamed on Paul's channel, which is youtube.com/paulshardware. You can find the link to that in my video description if you're watching me on YouTube, or just stay right where you are on twitch.tv. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see, what else do we do on this show? We occasionally drink some beer. By occasionally, I mean every time. So cheers to you at home for drinking along with us. Responsibly, of course. We will occasionally use foul language, adult language, naughty words, potty mouth.
Only when appropriate, but not everyone's down with that. So we try.
And if you're not,
we try to warn you guys.
Make sure that you've been warned there. We will yell Johnson at you if you happen to pick up anything from our merchandise stores. My store is bitwit.tech, and I have 10 new items.
10 new styles.
Yes, 10 new different shirts here, including the.
You're like NVIDIA launching graphics cards, Kyle.
Pretty much, but in a good way, because none of these products compete with each other.
That's true. We got Stripwit.
Stripwit, the super classic minimalistic styling design.
Nice.
The loading circle.
Loading circle.
The one we're all too familiar with.
Oh yeah.
Now your shirt can load as well. Windows updates.
Shirt needs updates.
Shirt needs updates because your shirt's out of date. Make sure you pick a time.
Yeah, there it is.
Or restart now. Restart your shirt. The B-Sod, my personal favorite. B-Sod, Blue Shirt of Death.
Blue Shirt of Death.
Anyone wearing this is considered unstable. And we also have the very nice sort of classic heatsink logo. That's been the logo itself. The design has been shrunken down, placed to the side, and overall looks very nice. Somewhat professional. You could wear it to work.
Very clean.
Very clean.
Very clean.
And all the original designs there as well. Some
awesome hardware merch.
Awesome hardware merch.
Still on sale on both of our stores. We're clearing out some of the designs. So
very good sales
there.
Get
them while they're hot.
Yes.
And my store is paulshardware.net if you guys want to buy stuff from me.
Yep. Paul has a new item.
I have an infant onesie now available in newborn, 6-month, and 12-month sizes.
How infantile.
Yes. It's got my logo on it.
So cute.
And look how small and cute it is.
It's the cutest piece of Paul's hardware merch on the site.
If you have a child, you will probably
owe it to them.
We will report you to child services if you do not dress them in one of these onesies. That's not true, but I just wanted to make up something that sounded.
Maybe it is.
There's this new charcoal gray version of the shirt, which is just a real nice color. I got one of these recently, and it's good.
It's a great color.
And I've got some cotton beanies for those of you trying to get warm, keep yourself warm for the winter. Cotton beanies in a couple different styles, and then we have these medium weight zipper hoodies, which Kyle's wearing right now. One of the ones with his logo on it. There's
super
also
comfy.
Available with my logo on it. And these are just real nice medium hoodies, not super heavy, not super light. Good for when all you need is just a light jacket.
We should call them. We should officially call them the Goldilocks hoodies.
Yes,
because they're not too cold, not too hot. They're just right.
So thanks to all you guys who are planning to support us and buy merch, and we hope you like the merch. It's good stuff.
Word. I guess we can move on to our first segment here, which is Pimp My PC, but not just any Pimp My PC. This is a special Flex edition, where I've asked you guys on Twitter, if you guys want to follow me there for future submission opportunities, you can follow me at BitwitKyle. But I asked you guys to submit systems that were already pimped out, systems that you confided in, that you were confident in, that you've spent time and love into building. And we're going to show them off today, and I have a top 5 list. We're going to start from number 5 and go all the way up to rank number 1. And all the winners on this list are free to, they will be winning a piece of merchandise, one of the new items from the merch store on bitwit.tech.
Well, that's nice.
So yeah, I've carefully handcrafted each of you, and thank you for submitting. You guys have awesome systems. So number 5 is...
So this is the worst one?
This is the worst one. Yeah, the shittiest PC. It's amazing how you can still win something for being the shittiest.
From Jason.
Jason still had a very nice rig. Being number 5 on this list is definitely an achievement. With his Meshify C build, using a Ryzen 1800X and an RTX 2080, which is an NVIDIA Founders Edition card.
Okay.
This is a very straightforward, very simple build, but I like how classic it is. It's very color neutral, as you can see. I really love the blacks and grays. He's got those Corsair L series fans, which are not cheap, but they do look oh so nice, especially if you can get a bunch of them in the system, all matching nicely.
And he wrote #AwesomeHardware on the side with a Sharpie.
Yes, I appreciated his commitment to that.
That is
I hope he has a way to remove that
I
from,
believe
from the
you
side
can
panel.
clean
fairly easily,
Sharpie
right?
off of glass. Yeah. It's
I appreciated the dedication no less, though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's overall a very
Look,
clean system.
he did another picture with it,
Oh yeah, there it is.
so we can see.
Yeah. But very nice system, super clean, very great cable management. Couldn't have done it better myself, honestly. The only thing that would be missing here would be custom sleeved cables. I think it would really do a good justice to the system.
I was
The
gonna say,
system deserves it.
I do have a couple things. I mean, like Kyle said, already a really, really nice looking system. But if you wanted to bring it up to the next level, I think the sleeve cables, especially for your graphics card here, even just for the graphics card, your little daisy chain on there, stands out simply because there's nothing else to stand out.
Right.
And then I think the picture with everything lit up here looks really nice and clean. You got white LEDs and everything. Looks kind of dark in the bottom.
Yeah.
I might consider adding another LED strip or just something down here to kind of balance that lighting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Those are my critiques.
You could even try green LEDs for everything to match the GPU, since that can't be changed.
That
might be kind of cool
can
too.
do that too.
But
Thank you,
excellent
Jason.
job there. And by the way, I'll be reaching out to each of you guys. You don't have to contact me. The 5 of you that are on this list, I'll reach out to you either tonight or tomorrow morning or something like that, and let you guys know. We'll give you the details on what you won.
Glorious.
Next up, we have Grant.
Grant.
In number 4. And he has a very nice system with a Lee PC011 Dynamic. Fantastic case. Core i7 4790K at 4.6 gigahertz at 1.28 volts. Asus Sabertooth MK1 Z97 motherboard. Corsair Vengeance Pro RAM. And Gigabyte Aorus RTX 2080 Advanced with some other nice hardware here. So
I can see why this might have caught your eye.
yeah, definitely has that hotline theme going.
Yeah.
One of my favorite color schemes, obviously. But I just think the overall build is super clean. He did a fantastic job here with the part selection. All the parts seem to match really nicely. And the color coordination with the LEDs is very evenly distributed. I really like that he has, it seems very well thought out how he organized this. Like, the fan blades on the top are like teal, but he also has an LED strip along the side of the fan frames that's pink.
It's kind of lighting the side of the frames.
Right, so you have this amazing two-tone color scheme going with the fans, even though he's really just lighting up the fans one color. I thought that was really smart. Couldn't have picked a better GPU to really showcase the front side of it than that Aorus card.
It's a pretty card.
Has some pretty wicked LEDs going on those fans. That's pretty much unlike any other GPU on the market. Gigabyte really did a number with that. So, fantastic, just like absolutely beautiful showcase chassis as well. I mean, the PC011 Dynamic is one of the best right now.
I do have a question, and it's possible he's tested this and that's the way he likes it. Looks like we got 3 intake fans on the bottom, and then the top is also set to intake.
Yeah, so definitely going with the positive pressure here.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he has some sort of dust filter at the top to sort of alleviate some of that accumulation.
That's the main thing I'd want up top, is something to protect it from getting too dusty inside.
Definitely. But if he does, then all the more power to you. I'm sure it's doing a fantastic job of keeping things cool. It is definitely nice to have a bit more airflow over that VRM section of your motherboard that maybe those bottom fans wouldn't be able to provide as readily. So overall, very nice system. And you come in number 4, Grant. Congratulations on that beautiful build.
Well done, Grant.
Number 3. Coming in number 3 is Dale with his Asus ROG Strix B450 platform, Ryzen 5 2600 HyperX Predator 2x16 gig sticks with a Sapphire Radeon Vega 56 8GB card.
I like his awesome hardware text as well.
And yes, of course, all in a Fantex Eclipse P350X.
Which Grant didn't have, by the way.
Which Grant did not have, did he not?
No.
No, he didn't. Well, he had something, right? He had Oh no, there was a separate. He sent a separate tweet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just wasn't
I
clear.
did verify him as a valid entry. But yes, Dale. I think Dale's build here goes to show that you don't necessarily need a super high-end build that's super expensive in order to turn some heads. I think he did a really nice job here for the budget that he had in mind. It's not the most glamorous system, but everything is done just right and in a very clean manner that is very eye-catching. Everything's matching perfectly.
I want a shot of it like this, but without the awesome hardware thing there, so I can see. I mean, I guess
It's probably all black, but
it's just probably just black down there.
I think he got most of it. But
So
yeah,
this is
I agree.
this is the look that's selling you, right? It's darkened out.
Totally.
You got some red glowing inside.
Definitely.
Totally, you can't even see that it's a stock heatsink fan in there,
Right.
or anything with this look.
Right.
So you're right. You're right. And I like the way the fans look in there with the red and everything.
Yeah, and you
And
know,
the Radeon logo, that's blending real nicely.
And I love the fact that he portioned out his part spending like smartly. Like he's not using Corsair L series fans here.
Yeah.
That are like, $35 a piece when he could have been using that extra money towards a better GPU or CPU. Like he bought some budget looking RGB fans, but he tuned them to red, to match the rest of his color scheme, and they look great for the system that they're in.
He also says this is his first build, so
excellent job there too. I mean, the cable management is phenomenal for a first timer.
Yeah.
And I think altogether he did a really nice job. This is a system that I would glance at twice, and it's probably not even half the budget of the other systems on this list. So really well done there, Mr. Dale.
Thanks, Dale.
Next up we have Los. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Los Engage with his Outrun.exe build, which was definitely a head turner.
Oh.
Again, in that fabulous Lian Li PC011 dynamic with a Core i9-9900K.
Streamer cables in the wild.
Streamer cables in the wild.
Whoa.
Yes, absolutely. And so
Sorry,
well used too.
Strymer.
Strimmer. I don't know. Strimer. Lian Li's never really,
No, they've said what they want it to be pronounced
did
as.
they?
But I told, but I
Strimmer?
told them, I was like, you can't just change how letters are pronounced because you,
Right.
because
because you feel like
because
it.
the whole word streamer was already taken for branding purposes. It's Strimer, which is not
Strimer.
which is strimmer or strime. Anyway.
Strimmer would be 2 M's. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay. So,
It's Lian Li. What do you expect, right?
yeah.
But EVGA 2080, RTX 2080 XC2 Ultra, Z390 Aorus Master, G-Skill Trident ZRGB, 32 gigs, and LL Series fans and HD fans by Corsair. So
I love the whole workstation shot here as well with the sound dampening.
Absolutely.
And the fact that you have your system displayed proudly up on top of the desk.
you notice that his blinds even match the theme of like look at his background, his wallpaper on his desktop. Like that's those sort of slats,
Outrun, yeah.
The Outrun theme.
Okay.
It's there's something that's so vibey about this whole setup, and the PC stands alone just so well as well.
Yeah.
It just I love the backplate. The backplate really does it for me. I feel like without that, some of the theme would be lost there. But the color choice is perfect. The fact that you went strimmer or streamer, whatever the hell it's called, just takes it to a whole other level. That I think is like the strimmer cables really work perfectly in a theme like this.
Yeah,
where it's super neon based,
It has
super
to be
retro,
very colorful, over the top design.
definitely.
Otherwise.
Yeah, and it totally nails it here. And even like the sort of smaller touches, like the hose sleeving that you did with your AIO, that's somewhat giving off these blacklight vibes.
I have to wonder if you're
Everything looks so
if
good.
you're using CAM for all the RGB controls on this, and if so, how did you do that?
Well, maybe not for the fans. Although I don't know, can you use CAM for Corsair fans?
Are you
That'd be
running
fun.
CAM and IQ or something like that?
Right.
Or does he have a separate controller? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anytime you have mixed parts like that, that's always the question that pops up for me.
Right. Yeah.
Because my issue in Riptide is that I have
Too many.
I have
RGB
IQ,
software.
which does an okay job for most of it,
Right.
and then I have it doesn't always grab the ASUS parts that are in there or the memory. So I have the ASUS Aura as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get mad at each other. And
Right.
it's like, screw it, let's go all back to the RGB vomit. But anyway.
Yeah, I would imagine he's got at least 2 or 3 RGB programs running at a time, which might explain why he needs 32 gigs.
Thank you,
memory.
Los.
Thank you,
Los Engage.
And our number one PC of the Flex edition of Pimp My PC goes to J Chew. J Chew has a dual system inside of an Inwin 928 chassis with a 9900K and a 7980XE, along with two 2080 Ti's. These are matrix cards on water blocks, a 1200 watt ROG power supply, custom loop and distro bits power fittings, and 10 2 terabyte Samsung NVMe drives. He has 20 terabytes of NVMe storage in this thing, and it is not just powerful, folks. It is absolutely drool-worthy in every sense. I mean, this is $1 million PC right here, and it absolutely looks perfect in every way.
Did he do
I can't fault it for anything.
Is that like a blue chrome finish that he did on the tubing?
Yeah, it might be.
Right?
Yeah, it kind of does look like it's got this sort of anodized finish on it, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was completely custom, like a lot of other things in this system are. But I mean, absolutely phenomenal. It's a jaw dropper.
That's so clean. Like,
it's such a jaw dropper.
And
yeah,
the fact
so
that there's
clean.
2 systems in it as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
And I mean, like, just the amount of thought and time that went into this it's extravagant. I love that distro plate at the bottom. That distro block at the bottom of the case where the tubes are just sort of like, disappearing into it. It almost has this sort of therapeutic effect just looking at this system. It just looks so aesthetically pleasing. This was easily the #1 choice that we found today on the Flex Edition. So, yeah, fuck, I don't really know what else to say other than 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
So the 9900K system is on the right because that's on the Mini ITX board.
Yeah.
The 7980XE system is on the left.
Do you know if this case is natively a dual system chassis, or is that modded too?
It says Bits Power and ASUS Special. It's the Inwin 928.
Yeah.
I do not.
I can't remember if it's a dual.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I wouldn't be surprised if he completely customized a second system in there. But it's also an Inwin case, so it could easily be that crazy.
Inwin 928 CPU. No, it does not look like it's a dual system.
So that was completely custom.
Jeez. It has dual PSU shrouds, capable of housing 2 PSUs.
Huh. Then maybe it does have a separate...
It might be that they have like an add-in piece for like a Mini ITX mount or something like that. Kind of like the Fantex.
The Lux 2? Or the 719 now?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Materials.
At any rate, phenomenal job, J2.
Yeah. Jeez.
Absolutely incredible. One of the best systems I've ever seen. And that's going to do it for Pimp My PC Flex Edition.
Yay!
I think this is the first ever Flex Edition, and maybe we'll do more later on because it's always fun. As fun as it is to sort of give you guys, helpful tips, it's also nice to just appreciate what people have done. Far beyond anything that even Paul or I are capable of at the moment. So congratulations to all of you guys. Again, I'll be reaching out to you soon, whether it's tonight or tomorrow at some point, about getting you hooked up with some free Bitwit merch. But thank you guys for submitting, everyone who submitted. Let's move on to Ask the Audience. This is just a really quick and dirty segment because we were supposed to play Red Dead Redemption 2 and it doesn't look like it's working. We'll try it really quickly after this. After this segment, but no promises. It's been really spotty lately. So, Ask the Audience. We're going to ask you guys some questions. You will give us some answers, hopefully honestly, in the straw polls. There should be. And we will determine whether Paul or I know you guys better. Who has a better grasp of who our audience is? Paul, how well do you think you know our audience?
The price check sponsored by Gamers Nexus One. What?
How well do you think you know our audience?
I know our audience intimately.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Well, if that's the case,
it's the word that comes to mind.
Please spare me the details. But if that is the case, then you would certainly know what they think the best color of all time is.
Oh.
Out of the 8 or dozen or so given options, of course.
Okay.
What is the best color?
Whoa.
What?
I was freaking out for a second there.
Oh, because you're glitching?
Yeah, I was glitching.
Is it still going? Wait,
no, it seems to have fixed itself. It was brief.
It's gone now?
What? No. That stuff's still happening.
Oh, yeah.
Like there.
It's very subtle.
No, but I mean, like, I was glitching out, like, completely.
Oh, jeez.
It's weird. All right. So we're asking people what their favorite color is.
Yes. The absolute best color.
There's all your options.
This is the important question edition.
Red, blue, green, orange, yellow, black, white, purple, pink, and teal, which are all of the colors.
Those are all the colors.
Okay.
And then the other question that I was going to ask you guys today was Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC. Yes or no? There's been so much hype around this game coming to PC, having a PC port, that, you know, sometimes I just want to know how much of this hype is from a loud minority. How many people are actually going to buy this game and play it versus just a very passionate fan group or a smaller fan base that, you know, doesn't really reflect the majority of gamers. So I'm just kind of curious to see if you guys are planning to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, or if you're going to skip this one.
I plan to if it launches.
Yeah, if it can freaking launch. I mean, I already have the damn game installed, Paul, and I still can't launch it. Very upsetting.
Should I try to hit play?
Sure.
See what happens. Loading.
Ah!
In case you guys are wondering
Ah!
what happens when we try to...
So I've already disabled my firewall and my antivirus. Windows security is completely off. I updated my GeForce drivers, the 2070 Super that's in here. I did everything on the support page. Like, Rockstar has a support page. It's like, can't launch the game? Try these 5 things. I tried all 5 things. It's still not working.
Bother.
Very, very lame.
Apparently other people are having the same issue.
Okay.
Validate the game again.
Validate. Try validating
Sure,
it.
why not?
Because I'm sure that's the solution that's going to fix all this.
Rockstar launcher just...
You have to go to the desktop.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I think in the top right, you can go to settings.
Okay. Red Dead Redemption 2.
And then it looks like there should be... Click on my installed games. Sorry, the Red Dead Redemption. And then verify integrity.
Verify integrity.
See if that does a damn thing.
It's doing an integrity check on the 112 gigs.
Yeah, it's a 112 gig game, guys. Yeah. Make sure you have some storage.
Wow.
A 1 terabyte drive just doesn't cut it these days for a game drive.
Does not.
It's crazy. But the last question that we're going to ask you guys is, if you had to buy a console, which one would it be? I already know mine, but do you know yours? And of course, this also means if you already have one of these consoles, or let's say you have a console, you already have all 3 or some of these consoles, which one do you favor the most? Which one would you buy if you could only buy one, assuming you didn't have any already?
And what if the console I want to buy isn't listed on there?
Then screw you.
No, those are the only ones that count, apparently.
Those are the only ones that matter.
All right. I was going to go for a Commodore 64.
Yeah, well, you're old. You're an old man.
I know.
No one loves you.
It's all right. I'm wise. I have wisdom in my old age, theoretically. Okay.
All right.
We're
best color,
it's
Paul.
almost halfway done verifying files.
Okay, cool.
What's the best color?
Yeah. What do you think our audience thinks is the best color? Knowing
excuse
our
me.
audience.
I was gonna say blue and then change my mind to yellow.
Yellow? What a drastic change. Why?
No, because that's in Monty Python.
Oh. What is your favorite color?
What is your name? What is your quest? What is your
Blue. No, yellow.
What is your favorite color? What is the airspeed velocity of an in-flight swallow? You're supposed to say what kind, African or European.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy asking the questions doesn't know that.
And then he gets fucked.
He gets thrown into the pit. Classic film you should watch.
Amazing.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Okay.
So, What's it going to be,
Best
Paul?
color. I'm going to go with my favorite color as a kid, which is blue.
Okay.
Blue.
Blue,
Best
eh?
color, blue.
All right. All right. I think that's a pretty strong contender.
An unladen swallow.
I think
that's true.
I think blue could only be matched by the color black,
Black.
which isn't a color at all if you ask someone who is stupid and who cares too much.
Black is the absence of color.
Yes, like just as you've demonstrated, Paul. But I still
white
think
is all colors.
I still think yes. Thank you.
Have you ever done that experiment with white? With
What? Where you like mix all the colors together?
No, you get like a top. Whoa.
Oh!
Whoa. Whoa.
Holy shit.
It's doing
Holy shit.
something. Did it not do this before?
It did that before. It's doing it again though.
We'll see. You get like a top, you know, that you spin, and then the top of it is like round,
The top of the
and
top.
then you split it into thirds, and you do the primary colors: yellow, red, and blue. You do a third. You do yellow. You do 1/3 of it that's all yellow, 1/3 of it that's all blue, 1/3
You
of
put
it
paint
that's all
on
red.
top of it?
You can paint it, or yeah, whatever, however you want to do it. And
Okay.
then you spin it,
Right?
and it turns white.
The top turns white?
Yes.
Never done that. Sounds fun though.
Here, let's see if there's any.
Is that how they make white paint?
That I don't know.
Do they just take a giant top, put RGB on it? Spinning RGB top. Red, green, blue.
Color mixing wheel.
Color mixing wheel. Color mixing wheel. 6 science.
Is this viable?
Does this mean I won't be able to monetize this half?
Potentially.
Whoa.
I'm not showing people what we're looking at.
Look at how jacked that guy must be to spin that color wheel.
This is stupid. I want to see.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Doesn't matter. All right, blue versus black. Who won? Can we get back to the
Yes,
things that matter?
This is very important.
Who's
Blue or black?
which is the best color?
Results. Best color. Blue. Just as I predict. Wow, by a lot.
Wow, I
Wide
know.
margin. More than double.
Shit ton of blue.
More than double the votes.
I'm blue.
Thank you.
da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
Thank you everyone for verifying. For me, the blue is.
Blue is
a
pretty
good
great.
color.
Purple was my
Color-
favorite color as a
color
kid.
of the sky. I'm not sure why I
The
voted
ocean.
for blue. I have blue eyes.
It's also
That
the
might
color
have
of
something to do with it.
sadness.
What?
Blue. You feeling blue?
Oh.
Maybe you were secretly an emo
It depends
child.
on what culture you're in. Different cultures have different representations for different colors.
I'm talking about our culture, Paul. The only culture that matters.
Funny
Screw all
story.
the other cultures.
Funny story from back when we worked at Newegg.
All the eggs were blue.
They were launching, I think, first from Asia
Oh,
or one of
yeah.
those. They were launching some new thing where they're going to bring in more marketplace sellers that were shipping stuff directly from Asia.
Right.
So the guy who was kind of in charge of it, he wanted to do like a little
Bill.
celebratory gathering to launch party or whatever.
Right.
So he went and bought the Chinese the paper lamps,
Yeah,
the
lanterns.
expand little lanterns things or
Yeah.
whatever. And he just bought colors he thought were good or whatever they had there. So he got white
Oh.
ones.
Ooh.
White is death. Apparently in China for that color, for those lanterns.
What
Yeah,
a great way to celebrate the birth of.
yeah, so he was celebrating
an
this like new
initiative.
launch or whatever with these lanterns that represented death. Anyway,
It's like those are funeral lanterns.
I know.
Bill.
Random story, but
Funeral lanterns. All right. Moving on to our next question. Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, yes or no? I left this very black or white.
results.
No middle ground here. Wow, pretty close.
More people saying yes than no.
Actually,
but,
more than half. Joke's on you. You won't be able to launch the game.
Apparently, you will not be able to launch the game. All right. Apparently, it is finished checking our file integrity.
I'm not getting my hopes up, but you're free to check it out.
Okay. Here goes. Here goes. Shit.
And like Rockstar Launcher just crashes.
Yeah, and then
right when that
Rockstar
happens.
Launcher's like, we're done. Oh yeah, like
If anyone in chat has to, like, chat,
the entire games launcher quits.
you've saved us many times before. Now's your chance to save us again. Do you have
Thankfully,
any magical fixes?
Thankfully, you know, Rockstar Games Launcher is new, and I'm sure this is a great introduction to it to a lot of people. There's a ton of people who are going to be very happy that this game is only available on the Rockstar Games Launcher and not on like an established, stable platform like Steam, which I guess they're holding off until next month. It's going to be available on Steam too, but next month.
So dumb. It's so dumb.
I think
it's
I read
a month.
that.
Who cares? This is just Rockstar's way of getting people to install the launcher. Sucks balls.
That's right. Heather just approved the term "sucks balls."
Oh, good. Thanks, honey.
Thanks,
Good,
Heather.
Good call.
I appreciate
Good call, babe.
Appreciate that. People
All
should
right.
be able to say that in chat.
Yeah, I think so.
Enough with the censorship.
Freedom of ball speech.
Okay.
And then finally, if you had to buy a console,
You had to buy a console.
you had to choose one of these consoles, which one would you choose? These are all modern day, current gen consoles. We have the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4 from Sony, and the Microsoft Xbone.
Xbone.
I'm gonna say Switch.
I think if I was gonna buy one right now, I would get a Switch.
Yeah.
Just because it's different than, like, if I'm gonna play a game, if I'm gonna play a video game at home, I'm gonna play it on a computer.
Yeah.
I have an embarrassment of high-end gaming computers and
Right.
various ways to play them.
Yeah.
Switch,
Switch
you know,
offers
you play it on
something
the go. There's a different interface. It's got all those
The
cardboard things.
exclusives
you can
are
do
so
with it.
different than anything you can find on PC as
Yeah,
well.
exclusives too. Again, though,
Wow.
pretty close lineup there. I would guess, based
Right
on our
time.
audience, that there's more people with kind of that same thing I was saying, where they've already got a PC.
Definitely.
PS4 and Xbox One are more direct competitors to that, whereas the Switch is kind of a different thing.
I'm
But
surprised there's so many more for PS4 than Xbox.
PS4 is also right up there. PS4 has a lot of good games,
They do.
from my understanding.
Yep.
Um,
I think they're stronger with
oh,
their
PS4
exclusives.
just took the lead. Let's refresh.
Ooh.
Refresh. PS4 is on top now.
Holy shit.
Xbox sucks.
But it could change at any moment.
Still, they're relatively close for all those, so that's interesting to find out as
I
well.
mean, Xbox One. I mean, if most of our viewers do already have a PC, Xbox One is kind of like the closest to a PC as all these titles. I'm sorry, as the compared to the other consoles. So maybe there's some reason why people are straying away from Xbox One. I'm really disappointed that we can't play Red Dead Redemption 2 right
Same
now.
thing. Somebody in chat suggested running Rockstar Games Launcher as administrator. I just did that.
I did that already.
Same result.
Yeah, we've literally tried everything that we can think of. There's the one shitty thing.
Update the launcher. Somebody said update the launcher.
I just downloaded the launcher from Rockstar's website today.
This is all very fresh.
Unless a new update was released in the last couple hours, I don't think it's out of date.
Updates. Throttle downloads. Allow background downloads.
I think it would automatically update upon launch if it wasn't, or at least prompt us to. So that's kind of a bummer that, I mean, fortunately I got this key for free.
You did? Who's giving that key?
AMD.
Shit. Okay.
So I can't really complain, but
Kyle and I have kind of an ongoing thing where occasionally we'll get emails. It's like, hey, this game's launching. We have some keys if you're interested.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I feel like historically I've been a little bit better about responding to those and be like, sure,
You have.
I'd like a key. And then
Yeah.
I'll come and Kyle be like, oh, like,
Didn't you get that
just
key?
bought the game or whatever, or something like that. I'd be like, wait, you didn't respond to that email. So anyway, the shoe is on the other hand
Haha.
now, and Kyle got to keep it out.
Just hit a.
I've been looking for it too, but yeah, I'm gonna respond
It was very recent.
because I'm ready to buy it.
Yeah, I was already planning to today, and then it just so happened to be in my inbox this morning. I was like, oh,
All right.
hello.
I gotta respond to that.
But fuck all that did, right?
Try reinstallation. It worked for me.
Oh yeah, let me just reinstall 100 gigs.
Thank you, Ti bro.
We'll be back.
Please stop spamming that. I appreciate you trying to get our attention. Reinstalling the game would take way too long at this point for us to do
Yeah, it's
anything
only
for the
3
live
hours.
show. So there we go.
All right,
People are suggesting restart the PC.
we've tried that
we
too.
tried that earlier as well. If we did that right now, it would cut the stream because that's the game. That's the PC system we're streaming on. It's okay, guys.
Think, people,
Our
think.
apologies. Hey,
We have the charity stream.
I was
coming
about to say, forgot to announce that at the beginning of the show, but charity stream,
December 7th.
Awesome Hardware, December 7th. We're going to be gaming for about 12 hours, unless we die or pass out or whatever.
Combination of both.
December 7th, so join us there. We'll fire up the Red Dead Redemption 2, and because we want to have a selection of games to play that day and everything. So thanks to all of you guys who are able to join us for that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to be raising some money for charity and having a good time while we do it.
Good vibes.
Speaking of having a good time.
Donations?
Donations!
I'm going to pee.
Kyle's going to pee.
Carry on.
I'll start reading the donations.
Okay.
Donations that came through on my half of the show, starting with Ryan Schreiner with a $5 donation. He says, huge fan of you guys. That includes you, Kyle. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much. I'm a huge fan of yours as well. Chaos the Bomb donated $7 Canadian. Canadian Clamato is way better than American. We use it for Caesars, which are much more flavorful and delicious Bloody Marys. It still doesn't sound appealing to me at all. I don't like clams unless it's clam chowder. I generally don't like tomatoes, although I like tomato sauce and I like a lot of stuff that's derived from tomatoes, but tomato juice itself is hard for me. But I guess, if you're near Canada, then go get your Clamato from there. That's the moral of the story. Brian, BPS Customs, $5 donation. Thank you, sir. You did not need to do that. He said, good to see you gentlemen back on air. My Tuesday last week was lacking meaning and purpose. Maybe that's a me problem. It could be Brian, but regardless, either way, thanks for your comment, your donation. Yeah, we, just so you guys know, we have Awesome Hardware is planned for the coming weeks. December, starting on the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, we will have to take at least a few weeks off. But we'll tweet out and send you guys updates as far as the schedule goes and everything like that. But we are going to have Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, CES the following week. So there's going to be a good month there that we're not able to do the show. And we've been talking about some updates and potential format changes and stuff like that to try to keep things fresh and everything at the same time. And as we make decisions about those things, we will update you guys and let you know. Okay. Gotti360 with a $4.99 donation. Just got here. Did you see my pic on Twitter? Let me get that win. LOL at Gotti360 on Twitter. Good show, guys. I'm guessing you were tweeting to Kyle, in which case I'm sure he saw your tweet, and he must have either he might have ignored it. I don't know. I can't speak for Kyle because he's peeing right now. But thank you for your donation either way, and thank you for sending the picture. And I'm sorry if we didn't actually talk about it. Did you get a tweet from Gotti360 on Twitter?
Possibly.
For the anyway,
PC?
if you were watching on Pimp My PC, and maybe you saw some of the quality of the builds that we were covering today, so I'm not sure whether or not yours...
I do remember that name, but were they asking why they weren't picked or something?
Well, he just made a donation and said that he had sent his pick on Twitter.
There were a lot of good submissions that I had to pass by, just because there were
It's
a
rough.
lot of competition.
It's rough when you got a lot to choose from for something like that and you're trying to gauge.
Yeah,
and
and also some people had really nice looking systems, but the pictures were really garbage, and they weren't worth showing, so that could factor in too.
You do kind of need to have some basic photography skills to get a nice picture of your system, especially if you got tempered glass and all that stuff.
Indeed.
Bazinga X, thank you for your donation.
Bazinga!
Yet again, $5. Hope the fires have stayed away from the both of you.
Yeah.
They have for the most part. It's not to say we're not affected. I was driving here today, and man, it's super, super hazy here in the LA basin. Visibility is pretty low.
It's rough.
Air quality is not that great. It sucks. It sucks at this time of year, and it sucks that it seems like the fires have been kind of getting worse, especially when we get these dry... you get this dry snap that happens right around late October or beginning of November, and it's so distinct. Suddenly... A few days ago, everything was fine. Then suddenly you're like, oh, my hands are dry and cracking, and I need chapstick and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I smell burning logs.
I don't know if any of you guys out there are firemen, fire people, or friends or family of firemen, but the crews that have been fighting them here in Southern California, across everywhere. There have been wildfires this year.
Huge props.
Those are, yeah, hearts go out to them because they risk life and limb to help save people's property and all that stuff. So, anyway, yeah, we've been fortunate. We haven't been affected, our homes haven't been threatened by the fires or anything like that. So that's good. But our hearts are definitely with those who are. Okay, MB67. What's up, Mike? $13.37 donation as usual. Thank you so much. Cheers, Paul. I'm debating on which processor platform to use for the charity build. Case is the Lian Li TU150.
Isn't the Mini iTex one?
Yes, it is. So Mike last year built a system in the Dan case.
Yeah.
Little mini system. We did not ask him or anything. He just built it and sent it over.
Because he's awesome.
And then we included it as one of the giveaway systems while we were doing the charity live stream.
Mm-hmm.
He's been planning another one. Processor platform for the charity build. I don't know what sort of hardware you have on hand or lying around. Like that would affect the decision a little bit for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both viable platforms right now, especially when you're talking small form factor. In the TU150, I might. All right, so this is kind of specific, but when I did the build in the TU150, I really felt like the Maximus 9, or no, the Crosshair
8?
Impact, the C8i, Crosshair 8 Impact, that I ended up getting, which is this mini DTX. That's a $400 motherboard. I'm not telling you to get that, but the one thing I liked about it was it had the connection point for the front panel USB-C port on there. And that, to my knowledge, is like the only current gen AMD board that has that.
Front panel USB-C?
Front panel USB 3.2 or 3.1 Gen 2 Type C port with the little the newer header on it.
Really?
There are some existing, I think, X470 boards and maybe 370 boards that have it, but it was the only X570 board, to my knowledge, that had it. So maybe consider something like that. I know there's some, I think, Z390 board, mini ITX boards that have that header on there. But I do feel like that's a nice feature of the case and something that, if the motherboard doesn't have it, then yeah, so there's that.
This guy, right?
Yeah, that one. So again, little sort of niche thing to be making a decision about an overall platform choice, but it's, for me, like if you want to fit hardware in that case and use the case to its full potential.
So this does have a USB Type-C on the front, huh?
Yeah, it's got a Type-C 3.1 Gen 2 port on the front, which is a nice feature to have, but you got to be able to plug that into the motherboard too.
Right.
So. I don't know. Maybe consider lining up something for that, in which case you might have a better options with Intel, or you'd have to go with, I think, a 400 series AMD board that has that.
Or a $400 motherboard.
Or a $400 board.
Could you imagine dropping four hundos just for the USB?
I don't even know if the Maximus or the C8i is like widely available at this point. I haven't looked it up.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike. Raging Papist with a $5 donation. I have a 1060 GPU in Red Dead 2 on high and low settings. The game runs well, but then lags for 4 seconds. RAM problem or GPU problem? Thoughts?
I'm going to say it's a game problem.
Yeah, it might be a game problem at this point.
There's known crashes and issues and bugs with RDR2 on PC for launch. It hasn't been the cleanest launch. Give it a week or two and see if the problem persists. It could just be Rockstar getting their shit together and you don't have to change a thing. You might get a NVIDIA driver update. Mm-hmm. That's pretty common for NVIDIA and AMD to fix game issues with driver patches. And then to reality check, does your system do that with any other games? If your system does that with any other games, then yeah, you probably are looking at a hardware issue, potentially memory or something like that. If this is the only game it does it with, then chances are it's the game and not your system. Yeah. So you probably just have to wait, like we're having to do. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Eric with the $5 donation. Super Chat is sponsored by the Gamers Nexus Mod Mat. I heard they're working on a Gamers Nexus Mod Mat Super. Right? They're gonna Sure it's not a TI as well?
Yeah, it'll be the same mod mat, but it comes with extra thermal paste. I don't. How do you make it super?
Two more grounding points.
You have to overclock it. Yeah, it comes with an extra wrist strap or something.
It's 5%
something
bigger.
like that. Yeah, I like the Gamers Nexus mod mat. It's a useful thing. I've actually used some of the printout stuff on it on a few different occasions, just because it's easy at a glance information. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But thank you, Eric, and thank you apparently Gamers Nexus for
sponsoring this video.
Super Chat. Skyrick Nexiels with $5 donation. The really real-time ray tracing 3080 Ti triple SSS Extreme OC Black Founders Edition. Really real-time ray tracing, triple super extreme OC clocked, black edition, Founders Edition. I remember like Asus used to just throw top in, like their products would sometimes just be like this top. Yeah, and they put top on there because they thought that translated well from Chinese, I think.
Seriously.
It didn't. You just say, why does it say top?
Why do they top?
Like,
top one.
I know what they meant. It's top as in like the best, as in the top of the heap or something, but
yeah,
not exactly the way that. Anyway,
it's English marketing.
No, I'm sure they can still come out with ridiculous names for graphics cards.
It's like what Lyle would name a graphics card.
We've already got the thick edition and whatever the heck else. There's that
BITBOI.
cat one. Anyway. Thank you, Skyrick. Nicholas Lumsden, $10 donation. Thank you, sir. Video suggestions. See lots of RAM videos, but would love to see a modern video on command rate. 2 slots filled versus all 4 filled. Same amount of RAM. Love the show. Thank you, Nicholas. That's a good suggestion. Diving into some more detailed memory stuff is something that I have certainly considered before. Every time I've attacked it, it's reminded me that there's a lot still about memory that I just don't fully know or understand. And then it's turned into more of me learning stuff than me figuring out a way to make a video about stuff like that. But certainly A/B testing is very useful. So we'll keep that one in the logs. I want to get better at the memory stuff too, beyond just
a lot of work
plugging in XMP values or whatever.
Yeah.
Next is the Startup with a $10 donation. Thank you again. You guys are awesome. You always put out great content. I actually just started a Twitter account, WordBytes, today to enter my Threadripper 1920X build in tonight's Pimp My PC. Stay golden, pony boy. Stay golden, pony boys. Thank you for doing that. I'm sorry Kyle didn't choose your build.
Because I
WordBytes.
Personal vendetta against you.
It just freaked out again, didn't it?
Did it? Is it getting worse?
It's weird.
Are you glitching more?
It's just an instantaneous glitch or something.
Still green? Ah!
Yeah, that's still there.
Ooh, it gets worse over here.
As long as it's consistent, though. Yes, thank you for doing that, Mr. Startup. Continue to send your images over, and perhaps you're right.
Yeah.
Perhaps
little
your system will be featured in the future. Nice build, though. I mean, presumably, since you got an 1820X in there.
Oh.
What?
I was supposed to ask you about if you want Del Taco. Because Heather's going to go to the drive-thru and get food right now.
Right now?
Yeah, she was gonna go, and she said to just give our order over the stream, and she would hear it and take our order and get us food.
Oh.
If you want.
Okay. I'm supposed to bring my wife home some food too.
Ah.
But I wouldn't mind maybe just like a couple chicken soft tacos.
Couple chicken soft tacos, and
those are good.
Give me an 8-layer veggie burrito with some fries.
It's really weird that we're putting out an order over the live stream right now.
Right. Welcome to the future.
This is amazing. Amazing. Anyone else in chat want anything from Del Taco?
Anybody else?
Oh, it blacked out for half a second.
Oh man.
Left side of the screen is flickering from time to time. Is this an issue with the Elgato 4K?
It could be.
Because I've had that happen.
Really?
Yeah, you remember that's why I'm using the Magewell card for the capturing from the video camera all the time now.
Right.
Because of the weird, and it's weird. It's like one
it was
side
doing
of the
it to
screen.
me.
Yeah. Remember? Yeah, you remember that.
Yeah. Maybe the Elgato cards just they hate on, they just troll the person who's not at the home.
That's probably
the home team.
It's probably built into
the away team. Yeah.
They're always trying to figure out
the
a way to troll their
salty algorithm.
customers. Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, the startup.
Mark McKean. Yes, thank you, startup. Mark McKean with a $50 donation. Thank you so much, sir. Fist bumps, Paul and Kyle. Right back at you, sir. Blow it up. You're awesome. I appreciate that. Much obliged. You didn't ask a question, so I feel like I should spend more time.
All he wanted was a fist bump. That was good enough for him.
We're all set. Thank you so much, Mark.
That's the best question.
Randall Hill with $5 donation. What's up, guys? From Alabama. And he's reminding us that AL is Alabama when it comes to
I usually get the AL because there's not many other competitors to the AL.
That's true.
So it owns the AL.
It's the M. The M's are rough.
MIs.
M's and
MSs.
Yeah.
Yeah, those suck.
Finally, Mark McKean with another $50 donation.
Hot damn!
More fist bumps for trolling the chat.
You can get all the fist bumps you want,
Dude,
Mark.
we're going to troll
keep
the
those
chat.
50 bucks rolling in.
Keep trolling the chat all the time. That's what the result is.
Thank you so much. I've never made money so easily from a fist bump. If I could just do this 80,000 times a day, I'd be rich.
That's true.
Damn it.
It's an interesting business model, but I think it's venture capitalists to invest in. Okay, moving on to donation comments from Kyle's half. Bazinga X with $5 donation. He says, Kyle, congrats. I hear you will be a dad soon. Smiley face.
That is a total lie.
Hallie Priggers?
I will not be a dad soon at all.
No? You know, I have onesies. I have onesies available in my store.
Yes, yeah, and we considered having a child just when we, right when we realized that the onesies were available.
Because you gotta.
That was the main reason.
It's like finding a motherboard that has the front panel USB Type-C connector. It's like you got the onesie.
Gotta buy that now.
Gotta have the kid now to properly.
Just waiting.
It's all part of the plan.
Waiting to happen. No child soon.
Oh.
But maybe soon.
Apparently that rumor's been spreading around. I don't know where that comes from.
WCCF Tech article.
No, okay. Big fat
Decker.
$9.99.
How's everyone? Well, we don't have a big fat Decker on board, but if we did, we'd be as happy as you are. And we appreciate you, your donation, but most of all, your username. Big fat Decker.
That's a good one. I like it.
We appreciate you.
Decker in all caps.
Abby67, Mike 1337. Cheers, Kyle. Thank you, Mike.
Cheers.
Can't wait to see what kind of build you
How's that
come up with.
Where's your beer, Kyle?
It's in my belly. Currently being filtered by my liver. NXA Mythical, $5, Razer or Corsair? I tend to be a Corsair user.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Although I do use my Razer Blade quite a bit. I'm not using it now, but I do like my Razer laptops. The notebooks are very clean. Corsair doesn't really compete there. They do have their Razer 1 AIO. I'm sorry, the built-in, the pre-built systems.
Mm-hmm.
The Razer ones are great. I'm sorry, the Corsair ones are great. The Razer laptops are great. Peripheral-wise, I tend to veer towards Corsair. But I know Razer ones are great too.
Razer has...
They're equally great.
For me, it's not that I think negatively of the Razer products in that category. It's more that I simply have more experience with the Corsair stuff.
Yeah.
The Razer keyboards that I have tried out, I've been just fine with. So I think for something like that, for something like a keyboard, it would boil down to switch preference. If you can get somewhere where you can do a side-by-side test of, because Razer is now using the, they're like Razer switches, I think now, but they're I forget who OEMs them or whatever, but they're slightly different than the Cherry switches.
Right.
So that might bug you, or you might not notice a difference either way.
Right.
And then beyond that, it's just features that the keyboards have, how they look, if one's got macro keys or something like that you prefer to have available. And I was about to say, like, the Razer software I'm not 100% a big fan of, but the Corsair software is not exactly the best either.
All that kind of software.
So that's probably a wash.
Needs improvement.
Yeah. Sorry for not telling you exactly what to do, but hopefully those suggestions are helpful.
Personal preference at the end of the day. Yeah. Matthew Trudell, $20. Kyle, after seeing the pictures you posted on Twitter and reviewing some videos, I have reasons to believe that the header over the side door of the Edition is structurally deficient, or check email architect in New York. Okay. So apparently there's something wrong with the beam or the header that's above our door.
Isn't that like a 4x10 beam or something like that?
The really
going
long
across
one,
the whole thing?
I would imagine he's talking about the super long beam that's going across our long wall, which does look like it is dipping slightly. It's got a very subtle dip to it. From what I've been told, not just from our contractor, but from other contractors as well, is that beams can bend slightly as long as they're reinforced by surrounding elements. So it's all a matter of how you approach it. There is obviously such a thing as too much bend, which could risk problems down the line. But I'm fairly confident in our guy. He's done tons of work. He was a family referral from a family member who does construction for a living. He rents out all kinds of like tractors and other huge pieces of equipment that are used for building commercial and residential buildings from scratch. And this is his guy. Like, this is basically his personal guy that he goes to for all of his own home renovations. That's who we're using. Is the number one go-to guy of someone who owns a construction company. So I feel pretty confident knowing that I do have that testimonial to go by. And so far, everything's gone really smooth. I just, just hope that the new living room doesn't collapse on us within the first couple months of living in it. But so far things are looking good, and I have no reason to be concerned. But thank you. I appreciate your concern for me, my family's safety. I will keep that in mind. Keep a close eye on that.
You gonna tweet him? He left his Twitter. You can tweet him.
I could tweet him. Maybe I'll tweet at you, bro.
Okay.
Eric, $5. As a YouTube Premium user, how angry should I be when I subscribe and click the bell, but I don't receive any notification? Keep up the terrific work.
We'll be angry for you, Eric.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of lame when all that stuff happens and then you don't just see content from the channels or the creators who you want to see content from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that Mark?
What?
I just put together who Mark is.
Who's Mark?
Staggered 6. Haha. Okay.
What?
Staggered 6. Yeah, that's Mark. Okay. Hi, Mark. I know who you are now. Sorry. Sometimes making that association.
Should I know who Mark is?
I don't know. He's pretty active on Twitter.
But have we ever met him in person?
I don't think so. If I have, I apologize.
This picture's too tiny. I don't recognize
Yeah.
it.
Well, we have a DM going for quite a while, and I usually neglect responding to him because I'm bad about that kind of thing.
You don't respond to anyone. It's nothing personal.
Yeah, that's true. I respond to very few people. But anyway,
Yeah.
Mark, what's up, dude? Thanks for your donations.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, he donated $50 twice on my half, and that's cool of him. Okay.
Awesome.
What are we doing next?
Yeah, YouTube can suck sometimes with notifying subscribers that you've actually, that someone they're subscribed to has posted content. This is something that subscribers deal with and something that obviously creators deal with, like us, when we're very suspicious that our content isn't being fed or recommended to the people it should be. And I guess that's just the sort of consequence of, us having our content live on a different company's platform where we don't really have that control because we don't really have the means to create a platform ourselves. So there's always going to be some sacrifice there and some compromise, but it can be frustrating. It can be frustrating as a YouTuber, regardless of your size, to know that sometimes your livelihood or the well-being or the health of your business is literally in the hands of another. And it has its ups and its downs, for sure. But I hope that if you really are, a fan of our channels and you really want to catch all of our content, that, you would occasionally just pop into our actual channel page and see if there's anything new that you might have missed that YouTube didn't actually send you. It's kind of one of those, got to do everything yourself these days type of things. So kind of sucks, but
like basically
that's what it is.
for now, and I don't know for the foreseeable future until they fix it somehow and it becomes more reliable. If you want to see the content from creators who you like, the best way to do that is to go directly to their YouTube channel and look directly at that.
Yeah.
The subscription feed, the just regular YouTube feed, the trending feed, all those seem to be heavily influenced by what YouTube wants you to see, which might be from some other big producer, a large company or something like that. And, you know, they're trying to work things out so that they can be profitable and everything. So I guess I don't, you know, I guess I somewhat understand, but it just sucks when, you know, I think as creators ourselves, we try to be consistent. We like, you know, there's some creators who post a video whenever they feel like it, and that's fine because they probably post really good videos, so the videos do well. For us, it's like we have to make regular content, and like I like making regular content, but it's also something that you do regularly because then you can have some level of assurance of regularity, which means you can look at your view counts and all that, and you can be like, all right, as long as I kind of keep doing what I'm doing here and keep making, you know, reasonably good content, then we can keep up with this. When suddenly there is a significant impact on views or earnings or anything like that, and you feel like nothing's really changed from your side as far as what you're doing, then you suddenly have to kind of reassess and be like, all right, what do I need to do differently to get back into that sort of more reasonable, regular launch of stuff, and kind of knowing what you're making each month, I guess, because, yeah.
Being able to project what your
for
income's going to be.
For those of us who do this as a living full-time, who don't have other jobs, that's a bit of a concern, is how much money you're making every month, especially if you've got house payment or kid or anything like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks, YouTube. Yeah. Thank you very much for the donation, though. We also have Nicholas Boccia, $6.99. I'm new to Twitter and wanted to make sure Kyle got my Raspberry Pi security camera comment yesterday. I love you guys. I did not.
No?
I missed that. I haven't been on Twitter extensively in the last couple days. I'm sort of spotty when it comes to Twitter, but yeah, maybe I'll look through my notifications and see if I spot any Raspberry Pi tweets. I would love to check it out because I recently installed a new security camera system myself, and I'm currently using not a Raspberry Pi but an Intel NUC to sort of monitor a live feed from a 24/7 display that I have going on. So I'd be curious to see what kind of setup you have as well. Thank you very much for the donation, Nicholas. Feel free to retweet it at me if you like. Gerald, $10. Thanks to you two and the knowledge you have bestowed upon me over the years, I am building my 17-year-old nephew an $800 PC for Christmas. I'm contributing my 2060 and 2600 to the build. Cheers.
Nice.
That's a really solid system.
Your nephew is going to be super stoked, I think, about that.
Oh yeah. Definitely. That's a great system.
Yeah, that's a good setup. Solid processor, solid graphics card as well. Good luck with the build, Gerald. I'm glad we were able to help you out over the years.
Sounds like it'll be a Merry Christmas. Cat in the Box, $5. Completed my license exam the Friday before last. Bitwit fidget spinner was vital in helping me focus during 100+ hours of studying. Thanks,
Damn.
Kyle.
Nice.
Looks like those Bitwit fidget spinners turned out all right for some folks.
See?
So, you know.
It was all okay in the end.
It all worked out.
There's a follow-up.
There's a follow-up.
I'm
waiting for it to be like,
okay.
The fidget spinner exploded in my face like a Galaxy Note.
Severely injured my professor.
3rd-degree burns all over my face and body. Oh, God. $10. Okay, serious comment. I thought the FX 8150 settlement was only for people who bought in California or from AMD, but I just got a claim form even though I bought at a Maryland Micro Center. Any insight into this? They could have extended it. They could have reached out to more, expanded the cases or whatever. I'm not sure. I haven't read any updates on that. But if you're getting free money or money back, I wouldn't necessarily ask questions. I'd just be like, okay.
I don't really know the details of that class action suit or whatever either. Just see if you can double check and make sure that it's legitimate. I would assume it was, if they know about your purchase history and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you can submit it and you can get some money from the lawsuit. The real winners in class action lawsuits, though,
The lawyers.
are the lawyers.
Damn lawyers raking it in, boy.
But that's not to say that they're completely useless. I think class action lawsuits are useful in certain circumstances for keeping companies honest, and there was some legitimacy to certain complaints about the FX series of processors and them being sold as 8 cores, even though they had certain shared resources between some of the cores and stuff. So,
yeah,
sure, why not? I would imagine. Well, no, I don't want to go any further because it would be speculation. But yeah, follow up on that. Get yourself some of that AMD money. They got plenty of it now. They're selling all kinds of Ryzen processors.
Yeah.
Trey Games, $4.99 donation. Cybersecurity specialists. So I'm not into hardware that much, but I'm planning on going 3900X. Should I go 2070 Super or plain 2080? Well, that's a $200 question you're asking right there. Do you have $200 more? Then get the 2080. 2070 Super is actually
probably the better value.
A pretty good card for the price if you're looking at, like, you know, the dollars per frame or any of those kind of boil it down results. 2070 Super, I mean, it's a $500 graphics card. Not everyone has that much to spend on a graphics card, but it's a good one, and I think it hews relatively close to the 2080 depending on what you're testing.
Yeah.
So you're probably okay with that.
Yeah.
Save yourself a couple $100 and invest in firewalls. You're a cybersecurity specialist, so firewall. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Just don't use NordVPN.
Yes.
Mark McKean, $50. Thanks, Mark.
It's Mark again.
Wow.
Staggered 6.
Mark is loaded. Everyone be Mark's friend. I'd like to send you to a pronounced liquid shirts if you want some. They're quite comfy.
Okay.
Sure. I could always use more shirts.
We both have P.O. boxes. If you look at the video description of any of my videos, there's my P.O. box listed there.
Just send my shirt to Paul's P.O. box too, because
you don't have yours anymore.
I do, but it's not listed, and I can't remember what it is right now.
Okay.
I really need to update that. But for now, just spam Paul's inbox.
Okay. Last
Crafty!
donation is from Crafty.
Stop it, Crafty.
Crafty, you know.
No.
Crafty, you have access to this document.
Bad Crafty.
You can just enter your comment there without donating, and we'll read it.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's what you did. Maybe you didn't actually donate $5.
Right.
In which case, I applaud you for tricking us into reading your comments.
Glorious fraud.
Yeah. Either way.
Very, very crafty.
Crafty says, if anyone is in the Kansas City area on November 8th to 10th, come say hi to Crafty, Spider, and Bad Seed Brian at our 48-hour LAN party.
Nice.
NextTechKC.com for info. That is NextTechKC.com for info.
Sounds like fun.
Guys, LAN parties are lots of fun, especially when you've got, you know, a bunch of PC gamers there all together trying to have a good time and
gotta keep
play
them alive.
Games and everything. Keep them alive. We like Crafty and we like Spider and you know, Bad Sea Tech. He's a solid character there too.
Yep.
So if any of you guys are in that area, NextTechKC.com, NextTechKC.com, and join their 48-hour LAN party, November 8th to 10th. Okay. We have some Johnson shoutouts.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness! Wow.
Janssen's.
It's November and people are buying stuff again.
Jansen Wansen.
My goodness.
Oh boy.
Quite a few. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Starting off with Andrew F. Johnson for you. He's from Massachusetts, and he got the solid charcoal gray thumbscrew T-shirt. That new charcoal gray one. It's a good one.
Woo-hoo.
Solid choice. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get into my account.
Oh, you doing okay?
Yes.
All right, I'll continue.
Should be fine.
Next up, Johnson
Okay.
for Ian M. from Texas. He got the Heavy Metal Gray T-shirt thumbscrew logo. Thank you so much, Ian. You're going to like that one. It's a good shirt. Come on, Gmail.
Okay.
What's up with Gmail right now?
Linda C.
Okay.
Linda C. Hey, it's my mom. Hey, Mom. Heatsink Classic, and
Mom.
Heatsink 3 Heatsink Classics. Mom, Got more than one type of shirt on my website.
I know your mom's address now.
Just stop it. Don't you dare. Thanks, Mom.
Devin S., also from Texas. Thank you very much, Anna Johnson. For you, got a extensive order. Awesome Hardware Sword Fart.
Sword Fart. Is that a new segment? Sword Fart.
Sword Fart. Awesome Hardware Sword Fight Gaming Mousepad. Awesome Hardware Sword Fight Indigo Blue T-shirt. Awesome Hardware Sword Fight Heather Black T-shirt. Awesome Hardware Star Wars Black T-shirt. Taking advantage of the Awesome Hardware sales going on right now.
You got to.
Johnson, for you from both of us. Thank you for your support.
Hank N. from Pleasant Street, Woburn, Massachusetts. Woburn, Massachusetts.
Double Johnson,
MA.
Hank.
Double J.
Double
J for Mr. Hanky Panky. Thank you for picking up an Awesome Hardware full color 15-ounce black ceramic mug.
Lovely, and also the Awesome Hardware Star Wars black T-shirt. Thank you so much, Hank.
Woo.
Next up, Wolfgang. Oh, that's a cool name.
Wolfgang.
Wolfgang from Michigan. Wait, how's
Michigan? Right?
Oh, I didn't know that was. Yeah, it's Michigan. It's Michigan.
Yeah.
I was fairly. It's just. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, the Awesome Hardware 15-ounce mugs, the 2 Star Wars mugs. You got the set. Thank you very much, Wolfgang. Johnson, for you.
Johnson to Amy, in the most respectful way. Receive our Johnson, Amy. Blue Shirt of Death. Thank you very much for picking up a B-sod. Beautiful. You will enjoy that one.
Lovely. Big Ol' Johnson for Phil S. from Texas. The Awesome Hardware Robo Love Heather Black shirt. That's what I'm wearing right now.
Oh, yeah.
I finally got one
That's
of
a
these.
nice one.
I really like this shirt.
It looks really good.
I'm going to wear this shirt all the time.
It looks better in person, actually, than it does on...
I like this gray version of the shirt,
Yeah,
too.
the site doesn't do it justice.
Yes, the Robo Love Heather Black Tri-Blend, as well as the Thumbscrew decal. Thank you very much, Anna Johnson, for you. Phil.
Super Johnson to Melissa. Thank you very much, Melissa. May our Johnsons fill you with joy. Bitwit Heatsink logo, black zipper hoodie. Thank you very much, Melissa.
Thanks, Melissa. Gustavo from California. Thank you very much, Anna Johnson, for you, Gustavo. He got the 15-ounce mug and the Thumbscrew Heather Black.
Beautiful.
Classic.
Dale. Mr. Dale M. from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Blue Shirt of Death. Once again, beautiful Blue Shirt of Death. Thank you very much.
It's a good shirt. I like that. It's so simple.
Yes.
So simple and straightforward.
Simple and clean.
Benjamin L. from New Hampshire. Thank you very much, Anna Johnson, for you. The solid charcoal tri-blend thumbscrew shirt.
Classic.
That's a great shirt. I wear mine all the time, and I wish I could wear it out more often, but I don't usually wear my thumbscrew shirts out and about.
Yeah.
Because I'm not expecting people to recognize me.
But that's just a target.
But if someone maybe was about to recognize me,
right,
and then they looked and I was wearing the thumbscrew shirt, that would be absolute confirmation.
Right.
And if you're that person, please come up and say hi. I really want to talk to you and say hi. But apart from that, I don't wear my thumbscrew shirts out and about because I'm afraid of talking to people in a public environment.
It is weird being spotted. When someone knows you but you don't know them, it's not fair.
A little bit.
It's an unfair social interaction.
I'm ready for it more at events and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Every once in a while, you just get this random recognition when you're out and about.
Randomly.
And it's cool. Again, I don't want this. I feel bad now for saying this because I don't want anyone who's out there who spots us to feel like they shouldn't come up and say hi. Really do appreciate it.
Well, you need to come up and say hi. The shittiest thing you could do is recognize us and just keep looking at us from a distance while we're
awkward.
Sort of just suspiciously looking back at you do they know who we are? Are they gonna come up and say hi? I feel like I'm being watched right now. Because we don't know. We don't know if you're creeping out on us, if it's just coincidence, if you're playing mind games with us, or if we're just hallucinating and seeing shit. It's very distracting when someone recognizes you, but they're not gonna come up. They're just gonna pull up their phone and look at their friends I've literally had this so many times. Just
they're pointing at your phone.
Yeah, they're pointing at my face and then the phone and showing their friends. It's him. Just come up and say hi. Stop creeping me out. Just trying to enjoy a breakfast or dinner or any meal in between. At any rate, thank you very much, Randall H. Johnson to Randall from Center Point, Alabama. Robo Love shirt. Great choice. We were just speaking so highly of that shirt. It's fantastic. You have some more?
Phil S. from
Phil.
Texas. Big order. Thumbscrew, charcoal gray shirt. Awesome hardware. Robo Love, desk mat. 20-ounce pub glass. The Heather charcoal thumbscrew zipper hoodie as well. Man, that's a great order. Thank you very much, Phil. I really hope you enjoy all that stuff, and a Johnson for you, sir.
Beautiful. Benjamin L. I think that's a double Johnson.
I believe so. Yes.
Benjamin from Epping, New Hampshire. Shirt needs updates.
Yes, that is a
Excellent
double
choice. Now your shirt will have all the updates it needs to run properly.
Lovely. All right, I got one more.
Okay.
Blaine H. from Indiana. A Johnson for you. The infant onesie. We got a sale for the infant onesie. Blaine, Johnson for you. I think you possibly are going to be the only other person for a time to have the Paul's Hardware Thumbscrew onesie for your child. I'm assuming you have a child.
Must be Hannah's soulmate.
In which case, congratulations, and I hope the child is doing well.
If you don't have a child,
brings you great joy.
You're just creepy.
You know, I want to buy a onesie.
That's why you got to sell them in 5X. 5XL.
That's true. I gotta get the bigger ones. All right. Thank you very much, Blaine Johnson, for you. Thanks to all you guys who ordered stuff today. Really appreciate it. Gustavo.
Got one more. Yeah, Johnson for Gustavo. Jay from Monterey Park, California. Our own Monterey Park.
Indeed.
Our own backyard, practically. For picking up a Heatsink Classic.
That's a double Johnson, by the way.
Double Johnson. Solid black tri-blend t-shirt, as well as a Bitwit gaming mouse pad.
Lovely.
Thank you very much, Gustavo.
Okay.
What a G.
That's all we got for today, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us on Awesome Hardware.
Yep.
We are going to be doing a Twitch raid now. If you're still watching live, head over to twitch.tv/CaitlinV3.
Caitlin!
We have raided Caitlin before.
Caitlin's the shit.
We like her. She's a great streamer, and she builds her own PCs and stuff like that.
She's
too,
legit.
So that's
She
really
knows.
cool.
She knows her shit.
Yep, she does. So again, Caitlin V3. That's CAITLIN V3. Go ahead and rate her. She's got
Just chatting for now.
87 viewers right now. She's just chatting.
Just chatting.
Tell her we said what's up.
Word.
And we'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye. So long.
And-
Farewell.
and,
Get the fuck out.
You're trying not to get any copyright.
Right.
infringement of that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Gotta switch it up.